I mean, I'm still just sickened by what happened in Portland with those two young men coming to the rescue of those young women who were being insulted and verbally abused by the white supremacist on the train. And when they attempted to reason with this man and to intervene, he killed them both, and he wounded a third man who tried to also speak up. I'm deeply troubled by that, and that's not the only incident that we've seen where all of a sudden it appears that there are attitudes and feelings that are bursting through the veneer of civilization. You know, we I think, have done a lot in the last centuries to deal with some of the intractable problems, not just race and sexism and ethnicity and religion, but also what's an appropriate way of treating a fellow person. One of the reasons I love living in New York is that it's just elbow to elbow with people from everywhere, and you've got to figure out how you accommodate that, how you work with that. And it really does call out a level of behavior that it should be expected of everyone. And what I saw in this election was a deliberate effort to blow the top off of that, to basically say whatever feeling you have, whatever resentment, however angry you might be, get out there and express it, and it's okay to take it out on other people, verbally or physically, as we saw during the campaign. That is incredibly dangerous. That is unleashing a level of vitriol and defensiveness, hatred, that I don't think we should tolerate. As Secretary of State, I traveled the world on behalf of our country, and I did that as a senator. I did it as a first lady. I've been incredibly lucky. And I will tell you, it doesn't take much to rip off the politeness and the accommodation that really keeps diverse peoples working and living together. We saw it in Bosnia, where it was deliberately intended to inflame neighbor against neighbor. We saw it in Rwanda. I've seen it in many other places where political leaders, for their own purposes, their own power, greed, ideology, religion, whatever it might be, really light those flames. And there's always kindling there. There's always people who are nursing a grievance, who feel that they weren't treated right, who think somebody's getting ahead, who see the world as a zero-sum game. And so those thoughts were very much present in my mind as I went back to Wellesley and tried to say to the graduates, you're coming out of this great education you've been given at a time of a lot of turmoil, a lot of questioning. Please find your role. And something as simple as wherever you end up, go register to vote. Get involved to the point where your voice will actually be added to those with whom you agree, or even if you don't agree on everything, people of reason wanting to get together. And I told them, I think we're living at a time when there's a deliberate assault on truth and reason. And, I think the Enlightenment was a pretty good deal, and it helped to provide the intellectual and philosophical underpinnings of our founders. And I still believe that, we are the greatest, man-made invention in the history of the world. And we can't give up on that, and we can't get discouraged, and we have to figure out ways we're going to keep going.
Yeah, I think that phrase, people of reason, is one that just I hunger for now. I've never been so nostalgic for so many Republicans in my life as I am now, because I think that's what we're missing out on